How are you doing today? Pleasant. I hope all is well. It is 8:10 a.m. as I am live streaming this. If you happen to set a later time, that's fine. It is August 12th, Wednesday, August 12th, 2020. A couple of things I wanted to talk about. Not really planned, but um, excuse me. I'm going to do the birthdays first. Um, hey, Jim Beaver, who was on the show Deadwood 2004 to 2006, and he played Bobby Singer, balls, on Supernatural 2006 to 2020. Also, George Hamilton, who was in Zorro the Gay Blade, and it was a vampire movie. Love at First Bite. He also had an appearance in Crocodile Dundee, in Los Angeles, which was the third Crocodile Dundee movie. He was playing a bar patron who was talking about coffee colonics. Mark Knopfler, who was in, was he in Dire Straits? He did music for the movie The Princess Bride, which will be connected in a moment. Sam J. Jones, who was in Flash Gordon 1980 and made an appearance in either Ted or Ted 2. I haven't seen either of those yet. I kind of want to, but it's like, I don't. Maggie Lawson, who was on the show Psych. Bruce Greenwood, who played the president in National Treasure, Book of Secrets. Yvette Nicole Brown, who was on the TV show Community. Peter Krause, who was on the show 6 Feet Under and Sports Night. He's done other stuff. He was in The Truman Show with Jim Carrey. He played the coworker friend, or the coworker. Didn't have a lot of scenes, but you know. Rebecca Gayheart, Lakeith Stanfield, who was in Knives Out in 2019. Cara Delevingne, Cara, or Cara, C-A-R-A. Delevingne, Delevingne. I think it's French. Casey Affleck, Dominique Swain, Ray Abruzzo, Pete Sampras, Stephanie Vaught, V-O-G-T, I'm not sure how that's pronounced. Michael Ian Black, Vic Polizos, P-O-L-I-Z-O-S. Valerie Landsberg, who played Doris Schwartz on Fame TV series, 1982 to 1987. Rhea Butcher, writer Carter Bays, who wrote How I Met Your Mother. Sir Mix-a-Lot. Bruce Solomon, who was in the movie Foul Play, 1978, and Night of the Creeps, 1986. He's done other stuff. Those are just ones that I personally know. Antonita Tikaram. Tanita Takaram. She was mentioned her one album. She's done 7 albums, according to her IMDb page. To the late John Cazale, or Cazale, Dog Day Afternoon, 1975. He was also in maybe 1 or 2 of the Godfather movies. I can't remember. John Derrick, Jane Wyatt, writer William Goldman, who wrote The Princess Bride, that Mark Knopfler did music for. Producer Cecil B. DeMille. Cantinflas. One word. Mexican actor. He was in Around the World in 80 Days in 1968, I think it was. But he did other things as well. Marion Lorne, who was in the movie Strangers on a Train, 1951, and she played Aunt Clara on Bewitched TV series, 1964 to 1968. Joe Besser, Three Stooges. He took over for Curly. He played Curly Joe. Buck Owens, writer L.M. Kit Carson, who wrote The Texas Chainsaw Massacre Part 2, 1986. He wrote some other stuff, but that's just one I wrote down. Porter Wagner and Linda Day. She directed 12 episodes of Sabrina the Teenage Witch, 1998 to 1999, and 3 episodes of The Jeff Foxworthy Show, 1996. 1998, right, 1996 for The Jeff Foxworthy Show. Peter Krause is that guy on Sports Night, the TV series. I thought it was a great show. Robert Guillaume, who played Benson on Soap, he ended up getting his own sitcom. Benson, they changed it from him being a butler to him working in a governor's mansion. And not a butler, but as a one of the, I don't know if he was like a writer or like a script writer or something. I can't remember. It's been a long time since I've seen this show. But Sports Night, he was on Sports Night. Peter Krause. I can't recall my favorite episode. I know, but I liked most of them. That's for sure. In season 3, Dana episode 44, La Forza del Destino. Dana encounters a mystery man who seems to have the inside scoop on the sale of the network. Clark Gregg. He played What's-His-Face in the Avengers movie. Oh yeah, What's-His-Face? I remember. He's the one. He's the one who gets. Oh God, what's his name in the movie? I don't know. He ends up getting killed. Spoiler. Sorry. Views and opinions expressed in this video are those of the person saying it. Hi, Fremont Lee. But he didn't actually die, so I don't know what happened. He was a special agent. What's his face? Clark Gregg is married to Jennifer Grey, who was in Dirty Dancing, and Jeannie Shauna in Ferris Bueller's Day Off. That's her. That doesn't even. Jason Statham. This is a remake of The Mechanic that starred Charles Bronson. I honestly don't think that it needed to be remade, particularly with Ben Foster. Something about him I just don't like as an actor. But I like Jason Statham, so. Olympus Has Fallen, starring Morgan Freeman, What's-His-Face, and the other guy. Aaron Eckhart and Gerard Butler. If Channing Tatum and Jamie Foxx did one called something else. It was the same plot line pretty much to this. I want to say this one came out first, and it had two sequels, London Has Fallen and Angel. Uh, Angel Has Fallen? Something, I think. Aaron Eckhart plays the president in this movie. I believe he plays the president in the second movie, London Has Fallen. And then Morgan Freeman takes over as the president in Angel Has Fallen. All three of them were pretty decent movies for what they were. I'm not going to say when they were released because it's been a while. Let's see. Okay, Ben Stiller, The Secret Life of Walter Mitty. This is a remake of, I believe, a Danny Kaye movie. I think mostly in title alone. I don't recall ever seeing the original, but Ben Stiller directs and stars in this classic story of a daydreamer who escapes his anonymous life by disappearing into a fantasy world filled with heroism, romance, and adventure. When his job, along with that of a coworker, is threatened, Walter takes action in the real world, embarking on a journey more extraordinary than anything he could have imagined. I liked the movie. It had its moments. I didn't like all the movie, but most of it had its moments. I had a good night last night at work. Worked aisle 6 and 7 at the grocery store that I work at. I've mentioned that before. I just haven't mentioned the store's name. I don't ever plan on intending to until I quit. Win the lotto and quit. I am hoping that really happens soon. And I don't mean I got $5. I'm gonna quit. I mean, the whole. I had pizza 2 days in a row from Cavoni's. Sunday I got a pizza. I shared that with my brother. Then Monday I got a taco pizza, 16-inch taco pizza, and got my brother an 8-inch pepperoni pizza. Then Tuesday morning, because I put 4 slices of pizza in the refrigerator. Tuesday morning-ish day, whatever. Yeah, Tuesday morning, because it was Monday, so Tuesday. I had 4 slices of pizza Monday night. Then Tuesday night, or Tuesday during the day-ish, whatever, I had 2 slices of the pizza. I was like, mm. And then I saved 2 slices in a Ziploc bag for my lunch last night at work. Yeah. I hope you're having a good day. I have 3 more movies I want to talk about. There was a picture of somebody of a baseball game with a cutout of Bernie from Weekend at Bernie's. That's Terry Kaiser playing Bernie. Andrew McCarthy and Jonathan Silverman. He gets drugged in the movie that he ODs, which kind of gives him a look on his face because whatever it was he was given, and then. But before that, he invites the 2 guys to his place on the island. So, and because they overheard the recording of the guy tell the killer that make sure these two guys are taken care of also. So they concoct a plan that concoct that yeah that if they pretend he's still alive, then the other guy can't kill him because it would totally throw him off or something. I thought it was funny. I don't know if it was this movie or the sequel that Terry Kaiser cracked a couple of ribs because he's playing, a dead body and just so. I know. I thought of a joke. I thought it was funny. A friend of mine named Rick did a video from uh, Weekend at Bernie's 2, where they roll the bones, they say the magic thing. They had drawn a thing on the symbol on a thing for Bernie to come up, and then the music gets played. But it doesn't. They're like, he's like, okay, I'm not sure what's going on. The two guys, not these two guys, Steve James and someone else. I don't know the actor's name. My apologies to him. But Steve James, who played Steve James, who was in American Ninja, he played Jackson in the American Ninja movies. But he really wanted to do comedy, so I think that he was at jumped at the chance to play in that. So anyway, he's like, "Hey, what? The music?" He's like, "Oh, right." So he plays the music, and the two guys kind of start funking around, which Bernie starts kind of like, which is why the Bernie. When people, I don't know if you've ever seen videos of people doing the Bernie. This is where they got it from the sequel when he's dancing. Anyway, the joke I had was Uptown Funk. It'd be funny if like Uptown Funk starts playing and he starts dancing. So the video clip, I'm not sure where it is exactly, but the video clip of Uptown Funk starting and then he's dancing, and then the music stops, and then he just crashes because the music has to be playing for him to be dancing. He not dancing, but he's just kind of going to the music a little bit. In the movie Weekend at Bernie's 2, there's like there's more money that he's buried, like a treasure. So that's what the music is being played for him to lead the other guys to where that's buried. This one, they're just on this island, on the, like, not Long Island. Give me a second. Uh, Bernie's Beachside Pleasure Palace. It doesn't really, in the movie, I'm sure it said where it was, but yeah. Weekend at Bernie's. Shoot 'em up. Um, Clive Owen, Paul Giamatti, Monica Bellucci. I could be mispronouncing that. My apologies. Um, they never really say what his background is. I mean, it's assumed he was like a spy of some sort. Um, it opens up. He's on a park bench, eating a carrot, just minding his own business, drinking a coffee. I think really he's just kind of like, I don't know. Uh, Pregnant lady walks by. Her water's broken. She's like, guys are chasing her. He ends up saving the baby, but the mother passes away, and I don't know if she gets killed or if the stress of giving birth, whatever. I'm not sure. I've seen it. I just can't recall what happened. Well, he intervenes, saving the baby, taking out the guys. Paul Giamatti is plays a character in charge of getting the baby back. the baby is supposed to be a match to a senator or somebody running for president that has some sort of something that he needs, like the bone marrow or something for a match, to be a match. So yeah, that's like all something, but it's a straight up action type of thing. Uh, little comedy, you know. Last movie, Stripes, my favorite, one of my favorites. Uh, and not just for the Sean, not Sean. Give me a second. Okay, PJ Souls is listed in the credits, but not Alex. Build your own EM50. That's all right. Anyway, the two lady MPs, PJ Souls and the other one, uh, it's not just because of that. This has bonus footage that wasn't in the original release, or it was cut out of the original release. So, yeah, special features, 18 minutes of hilarious deleted scenes. Hour-long documentary featuring all new interviews with the cast, including Bill Murray. Also includes original theatrical version. If you haven't seen it, I want to say this was the movie he did after Meatballs. This says copyrighted 2005. Ooh, 1981. Yeah. Okay, that was the original. So yeah, that was after he did Meatballs. Possibly after Caddyshack. Guys who wrote Caddyshack wrote Animal House. So Animal House came out and they sold Caddyshack as Animal House on a golf course. 20 minutes? Ooh, 23 and a half. Yeah, my night went well. Anyway, after I finished 6 and 7, I went to Derry. I asked my coworker, I was like, where do you need me in Derry? It's like, and he's like, well, he was gonna do yogurt after he got back from lunch, so either juice or cheese. Cheese it is. Uh, uh, he got back from lunch, worked the yogurt. I was working the cheese. I finished off one of the carts. There's a good cart. Not the ones that go because like the wheels go. It's not just the shopping carts. We have carts that we have merchandise on for live load, or the ones that are shaped like an L, called L carts. So people just kind of like drops them, and the bearings kind of get shoddy, and so it's like the wheels just. Then of course there's people that hit it with the high low. Oh, you see the car. It's one of the many reasons shamrocks get all busted and flat and stiff that and and of course the nuts aren't tight on the bolt because for whatever reason they get loose and I flip my shamrock. Shamrock, it's a vinyl card for cardboard, plastic. It's it's like a big box on wheels kind of thing. It's vinyl box shaped um, with four wheels. Two of them spin, so like whatever, and the other two are just kind of like straight. But I will flip it upside down, tighten the hand tighten the bolt nuts and bolts. So it's like okay, make sure they're all good. It also gets some of the junk that people don't empty out of the shamrock because it's like, oh, it's in there, small stuff. You know, you're gonna toss it in there. You know, they leave the coffee cup, their water bottle, uh, because of the COVID. You know, they got the gloves. They'll like just throw those in there. They throw their mask in there, and I'm thinking, we have it. It's on the rules. It says not to throw them in there, to throw it in the trash. Gives me a headache. I mean, it's nothing I can control. So, I mean, if I could win the Mega Millions or enough in the Powerball, today being Wednesday, as I am doing this live, tonight would be the Mega Million. I'm wrong. Tonight would be the Powerball. Um, that'd be nice. I think it'd be nice to actually hit that for a change. And with my mother's passing July 15th of this year, just last month, it was July 15th. We are having her service August 15th. So we all have time to either get our time requested off. So and the service can be set up. It is set up. That's why it's for the 15th. Not sure where I was going with that exactly. All right. My anniversary at the store I'm working at, my 10-year anniversary at the store I'm working at, is the 25th of August. So my mother's service is the 15th. I figure winning tonight, which is the 12th, and I'm not sure if I'm going in. Yeah, I'm going in tonight. Tomorrow, Thursday and Friday, I should be up. I get 5 days remembrance. What's the word I'm looking for? Give me a second. I'll find it. When someone passes, we get the bereavement. That's it. That's where the was coming from. Bereavement. We get five. I get 5 days, and I'd like to take a couple days before the service, the day of the service, and then a couple days after. That way, because I'm not sure how I'm gonna. I've cried, but the service hasn't happened yet, so I'm not sure how much will come out at that point or after that point. So I figure some time off afterwards would be a good thing. I know when it happened, I probably should have taken a couple of days, but there was nothing I could really do at that point. Anyway, my whole point on that was if I could win the Powerball, the service for my mother, I figure after the service for my mother, I could like put in my 2 week notice, say, yeah, with my 10-year anniversary coming up, I'd like, and passing of my mother, I would like to, and I'd have to have Skippy there because, not Skippy, Sheila. Her name isn't really Sheila, but she would have to be there just so somebody else who happens to might uh, decide to throw out some, oh, well, I heard, because, she just loves gossip and making shit up on her own, which is, you can tell because it's like, oh, well, I heard from who? I figured this way, if Sheila, not the one who gossips, but the other lady, is like, look, you need to be here for this, please. And then I give my 2 weeks, and that way she knows that if the other girl says something, it's like, oh, well, I heard. And it's like, that ain't what happened. I think it'd be hilarious. Not the fact that my mother passed away, but me putting in my 2 week notice and winning the Mega Millions or the Powerball, but win it tonight being the Powerball, winning the Powerball. I'm just saying that a lot, aren't I? But if I could win it, then that'd be awesome. It'd be kind of a relief. I'd be able to move. I've got dreams. I've got dreams. Dreams to remember. I hope you're having a pleasant day. I hope you're sleeping well. Stay hydrated. Have a coffee if you need it. If you can, if I don't. If you can't have the caffeine, then have it decaffeinated. There's still caffeine in it. Caffeine in it. It's just not as much. I mean, you can check that out. You don't have to take my word for it, but there is a little caffeine still in there, but not enough to be a lot like regular coffee. So decaffeinated is. Excuse me. Ooh, that tasted like the salad I had. I wouldn't suggest that. But a salad would be nice. Just don't use old lettuce. That's what I'm tasting. That's what. I am so sorry. Please don't let that bother you. Chelsea Recreation. Picture's still good. Doesn't have a copyright. I hope you have a good day. I hope you're having a good day or had a good day. Thank you for watching. Please, as a reminder, be kind to each other. You don't know what kind of shit other people are going through. We're all going through shit. Just as I've said before, some of us are better at hiding it. Maybe better at dealing with it or hiding it. Either way. Thanks again for watching. Take care. Oh, the Pod Damn Idiots podcast. PODDAM. Pod Damn. Might be an N on there. I'm not sure. Idiots. IDIOTZ podcast. Give that a look if you want to. If Yeah, there's four guys usually talking about stuff. Jay Hizzle, Rick Spade, Captain B Slow, and Texas. They um, they have a podcast that you can watch the video on YouTube. They have 14 episodes plus some before they actually got it done. It was like the test run type stuff. There's like 3 or 4, possibly 5 episodes of that, just so they can get the, I don't want to say bugs worked out, kinks worked out, whatever they get the they get their rhythm going, little jokes started maybe. Um, but yeah, check them out. Some of it drags on, some of it's a little funny. You know, they do sports updates. They play a game. Um, would you rather, or best friends, or worst friends, or like whatever the thing is. It's like which one of the four would do this, or would you rather, yeah, type of thing. On that, the other three take a guess as to what the one would do, and then the one that the question was for would answer. Um, then they have the Urban Dictionary word of the week, and the bonus Urban Urban Dictionary word, which it's usually sexual, not for kids usually. Um, they do a sports update. Yeah, I know in a few of the past weeks it's been like, yep, we ain't got nothing because with all the stuff going on, nothing. So they're doing an Formula 51 update. Texas has his son doing that because his son is into that. Um, I know Jay Hizzle's dad, the original C Hizzle, I think, was on an episode. Um, so the Pod Damn Idiots podcast. If you, it's upwards of 2 hours of what they do sometimes. So if you have the time, if you want to watch that, it's on YouTube. Well, thanks for watching my little video, going on almost 40 minutes. My apologies for keeping you for so long. Remember, stay hydrated. I hope you sleep well. Hope you have a wonderful day. Hope you had a wonderful day, depending on when you watch this. Thanks again for watching. Take care.